Well, even though the edits made it really obvious that it was either Hai or Jonathan going, this was a great episode in my mind because seeing those two unknowingly being this close to being voted out and seeing Omer continue to work his magic, because man, this guy is really shifting himself into a great position. So maybe my random top pick isn't so random after all. Just like how I mentioned a couple of videos back that Mike might have a surprise or two up his sleeve given how receptive he is to having good bonds with everyone. And then Lindsay had a couple chances to shine this episode. And spilling the beans on her amulet, even though she admits it's more powerful with less people, she was able to get a good stake in the matter of getting Hai out, even though really you want to give the fingers credit, give the fingers to Omer because of this move. Just man, he's just putting himself in such a great position behind the scenes here, like. Unless he gets booted in the final four, I think that he's got almost a guaranteed spot in the final three here. Sure, that might come back to bite me, but we'll see. Because I've been getting the read on this cast post initial merge because I'm not somebody who says, Lydia never made the merge. She made the merge. It's just that the first boot is not as conventional anymore. And who knows? Maybe they'll change up the formula. Who knows? Okay? Right, but I've been reading this cast pretty well so far. Let's see if this keeps going, because if Jonathan goes next, ooh. That'll be amazing if he does go, right? Let's see here. That reward challenge, it's not much of a challenge. The only thing that was hard out of all of that, it was just landing that sandbag. That was literally the only thing that was hard about that whole challenge. So, Lindsay getting it, not bad. Her choices to go on the reward, very smart, if you ask me. And why was she was like, can I bring one more? Usually at this point in the game, you are allowed to bring more than one person. The idea of only one other person on a reward has been gone for freaking forever now. Although, granted, they did only have one additional person for South Pacific, but that's pretty much the last time that I can think of that situation really happened with that number of people. Whatever. And that was a cute way to show the family videos, although at the same time they all kind of distorted because of those surfaces. Then Hai and Jonathan just dig themselves a little more. Then the immunity challenge, Lindsay getting it, that was pretty darn shocking, but again, balance. The saga continues on that front. Everyone gets back to camp. Omer starts second-guessing himself if he wants to go for Hai or Jonathan, and I don't totally blame him because Jonathan has been doing great at the challenge. It might be the only time to get rid of him, but I do think it does make more sense to get rid of Hai because Hai's gameplay is very aggressive, and although he's going to shoot himself in the foot, which showed this time after getting Rocksroy out, although we never saw the huge fallout from the tribal because there really wasn't a fallout. It was just more people exchanging stories and then doing some sympathizing, but Survivor doesn't want to hear about sympathizing stories. They want to see action, action, action. If this was pre-hidden immunity idol Survivor, we would have seen some of that, I think. Yeah, totally, because even though Jeff keeps going, surviving the elements and each other, the elements is just a backdrop now, which is rather unfortunate, because I did enjoy watching those stories. about how tough it was. Probably need to start watching Naked and Afraid now to get those things, along with maybe Alone. Right. But getting back to Hai versus Jonathan, Hai, if he makes it with this gameplay, he's going to have more credibility. Jonathan, what credibility does he really have? That he was in an alliance with the former members of the Orange Tribe, who now outnumber everyone else for the first time in this whole game. And, yeah, what else has he got? Because it's Ober that's using him here. Like, yeah, he's really outlived his main usefulness other than as a vote. It's going to be really curious to see what Omer is going to do with these alliances. Is he going to break up the four? Or is he going to start relying on everyone else? Because Romeo... They like Romeo, but... he's just there at this point, yeah. It just makes a lot more sense to get rid of Hai, which is exactly what happened, although I did see this coming, as I mentioned, with the read that I got on this cast. And, I don't know if there's really anything else for me to mention. This was rather simple compared to last time, because there was no elephant in the room, but Jonathan, buddy, ooh, better watch out! Let's see what happens.